in terms of the consecutive duration of civilian government in Pakistan's history. This year marks the 15th year of uninterrupted civilian rule. In the past, we have not seen such a bonhomie and convergence between civilian and military leadership, ranging from foreign policy to domestic politics and even economic policies. If we talk about minus military policies in Pakistan, it may be a misleading thinking, as the theories of civil military relations do not support this view, except that of Huntington's view of objective civilian control. That is, at least, not possible in the developing world. Hi viewers, this is Umar Ahmad and you are watching your own channel Think Critically with Umar Ahmad. The topic we are going to discuss today is civil military relations through the lenses of leading theories. So keep watching our video till the end. Let's first have a glance over the headings of the topic today. When former Prime Minister of Pakistan Imran Khan appointed Lieutenant General retired Asim Salim Bajwa as a special assistant to Prime Minister on information, was being criticized by many inside and outside of the Pakistan. Some considered it interference in civilian affairs, while others called it PM Imran Khan's tilt toward the military. First, we must look at this decision in the theoretical lenses of the civil-military relations subject. Second, if the decision is in the best interest of the state, constitutional, and such practices exist in other democracies as well, it is understandable. The real question in Pakistan is how both civilian leadership and military authority can coexist, which has never been seen on a smooth track throughout our history. The leading theorist of civil-military relations, Professor Samuel Huntington, in his book Soldier and State, The Theory and Politics of Civil-Military Relations, and Morris Janowitz in The Professional Soldier, A Social and Political Portrait, agree that the worlds of military and civilians are fundamentally different from each other. Both political scientists have discussed the friendly coexistence of civil-military leadership from their respective viewpoint. Huntington believes there is a sharp contrast between attitudes and values of both segments of the state. The military holds the conservative thinking, while civilians, on the other hand, remain liberal. Besides, each of them has a separate world, consisted of separate institutions, with their operatives, rules, and norms. He suggests that to maintain control, the civilian authority should not infringe on internal autonomous character of the military. The civilian authority should determine such control, which must be institutional and lawful, and not for seeking any political advantages. Professor Janowitz agrees the thesis, but indicates a theory of convergence. He argues that civil authority, understanding the need for a strong military, must try to get institutionally closer to each other through better understanding and arrangements. Huntington, by furthering the concept, presents two models for civil-military relations: objective civilian control and subjective civilian control. An objective civilian control, according to Huntington, relies on an autonomous nature, expertise, professional competence, and above all, political neutrality of military. This model presents civilian authority supreme and military as a tool for the implementation of policies planned and directed by political leadership. On the contrary, the subjective civilian control provides the military with an independent role in setting national priorities. The military, like the other groups, strives for maximum influence in the formulation of national policies. Huntington's objective control is ideal one. However, in the developed world, it is impossible to exist. Professor Morris Janowitz argues that the clear demarcation between the civilian and military authority is not possible and can never exist in developing countries, due to their history, culture, and regional characteristics. Besides, the model of objective civilian control cannot be adopted in its real sense. The best option is to operate peacefully as two arms of the same body. However, unfortunately, I am doubtful, as many, including our most politicians, know theories of civil military relations. For them, it is implausible because the two institutions can be compatible and operative in coordinations as well. Furthermore, Genovit suggests the three ways by which civilian leadership can control military: via the budget, via allocation of roles and missions, and advice to the head of the state on foreign policy. The former US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, a former military officer and ex-director of CIA, is the best example of playing such a role. Many other examples can be referred to in the US government that portray how the military has influenced the government and interfered in civilian affairs, or how it plays a role inside the governmental machinery. Bob Woodward, in his book Obama's Wars, for example, discusses the 2009 tension between the Pentagon and White House, where the former was looking for a different approach. Similarly, General McChrystal's difference with President Obama on troops levels in Afghanistan is also a piece of evidence. Richard Cohn, a well-known commentator on contemporary civil-military relations, observes the professional military, with its allies and communities, has developed into a potent political force in the American government. Knowledgeable people, particularly those who in each administration are charged with the direction of national security affairs, recognize this, even if they cannot, for political reasons, admit it openly. All these theories and pieces of evidence, although provide a basis for civil-military relations, suggest a mechanism of coordination and cooperation between these two organs of the state. A complete detachment is not possible, especially in the developing world. All those who comment on this difficult to understand relationship must know the basics of the subject matter. In the past, what we have experienced was military coups, not influence. If the better coordination can save democracy from the danger of military coup and work for the betterment of the state, it is always a viable and better option. For our more videos, click on the bell icon and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching. Think critically.